Hello everybody! The time has come at long last for early access for Baldur's Gate 3. Now, if you lot know anything about me, you know that when I start a new game, I like to have a little bit of a preamble, a tiny little bit of a talk about it first. However, as that can bore people a little, I'm going to try and keep it short this time. The original Baldur's Gate was one of the very first games I ever bought for my computer, for my first PC. The first two were the original Diablo and Might and Magic 6 because it had an awesome Larry Elmore cover. And then Baldur's Gate was like the third or fourth game I bought. So I've been familiar with the Baldur's Gate series for quite some time now. And a third installment is long overdue. Now, yes, there's a save down here because I had to do a little test recording to make sure I could get the game to record properly, and I am very glad that I did, because I discovered that I couldn't use game capture on OBS. I had to use monitor capture, which basically means whatever's on the screen at the time. So if I shrink the game down, you'll see whatever I've got in the background. So basically, I'm not going to get to do that, am I? I've checked that menu screens, cutscenes, gameplay, and load screens all record properly. So that's good. And even more importantly, my default OBS hotkeys do not match any of the default ones in the game. So I don't need to do any fiddly stuff, changing things around. Right. So I'm a little at odds as to whether I should talk over the intro cinematics or not, because by this point many of us have seen them, and there is very little by way of actual dialogue, if any. So I did a few little test starter saves and found that I quite liked the story that began to form in my head during the creation of the first character, so I might try and recreate that character for you all now. And if that doesn't work, and if I think there's something seriously wrong by the end of character creation, then hey, I've got a save I can load up anyway. Alright, let us begin. So we do get some beautiful quality art on the load screens, by the way. And there was one they called Mindflayer born, and he would mess up the heads of everyone who thought dragons were cool and fought in dungeons. I'm sorry, it was too easy. Too easy. Ooh, look at that horrible opening and that ominous silhouette there. Here we have the three-toed feet of an illithid. Or, as we used to call them, squid heads, back in 2nd edition. Now she's got funky green skin and she looks like she's horribly restrained there. And listen to the music. If it's not the original Baldur's Gate opening cutscene music, it's very close. I'm not kidding. It's really recognizable. And that is a mindflayer tadpole. And if I know anything about ceremorphosis, I've got a pretty good idea where that thing's going. And it won't be pretty. This is what happens when parasites attack. Now, it is going around the edge of the eye rather than through the eye directly, but it is burrowing its way and it's extremely painful. This is mindflayer pornography. This is the mindflayer reproductive system in action. Because what happens is the tiny little tadpole burrows its way into a person's head and then replaces their brain.
Who are you?
And it gobbles up their brain and eats its way out, and then the tentacles push their way out through the face and the body cells start replacing with mindflayer cells and the person turns into a mindflayer. It's pretty horrific and disgusting and revolting. But here we are at the character creation screen. Now, I had a bit of fun. I put in a starter name I thought it was something like Taran Vell. I played around with race options and stuff, and I found something I liked. It's interesting that female is selected as default instead of male, and there's a few things like that which are a bit iffy, but I quite liked the half-elf options, right? I was thinking I'll play a half-elf, kind of like a boy from the peasant side, and actually I liked some of the female half-elf options, so I eventually settled on the name of Jarriah Vell. There we are. I can't remember if the H was there or not, but hey, it'll do, right? And we had the option of the elven half being different diverse kinds of elves. We had the high elf, the wood elf, and the drow. I didn't fancy the drow. I thought, well, the wood elf will be funky for another save, so we'll stick with the half high elf for now. And I get the option of placing some racial ability score modifiers. There's a fixed charisma bonus, a wisdom bonus, and a dexterity bonus. And I thought, you know what, those are good enough for now. Let's go look at character classes. Don't worry, the appearance tab is not being ignored. I will definitely come back to it and have a bit of fun. And I looked at these classes and went, where's the paladin? We've got bloody warlocks here, and my god, they ruined Pathfinder and late 3rd edition. But basically, this is the I Blast class, where literally every turn they just say, I blast, because they have no imagination. They might be a lot more fun and interesting in 5th edition, and yes, this game does use 5th edition rules. I have very little experience with 5th edition. Most of my experience is with 1st, 2nd, and 3rd edition, and Pathfinder, and other role-playing systems entirely. I thought, you know what, I was originally going to play like a male half-elven wizard, and I thought about it and thought, you know what, I'll do that on like a secondary playthrough or something, because this is just the early access bit. I get to play around for a while, wait while the game gets worked on and eventually comes out, and then I can do a proper serious playthrough. For now though, I'm just going to try things out, and I thought, you know what, yeah, let's go with cleric and see what the clerical options are. And I went through and went, oh god, it's Forgotten Realms gods. They are highly derivative, many of them nicked from real world mythologies. Saloon is disgustingly ginger. Shar is goddess of darkness. Tempus is battle fighter god. Tyr is ripped off from Norse mythology and made much more respectable. Bane is just a word. Helm protects people, fine. Merkle is another sort of darkness necromancy god, okay. Ilmater ripped off from the Kalevala, actually, Lapland and Finland, Finnish mythology. Mistra didn't quite get me. It's like, oh yeah, magic, magic, magic. Fine, there's loads of magic everywhere, it's Forgotten Realms. Ogma, well, it's like Ogham, you know, writing, okay. Kelemvor is like a kind of good dead god, not a necromancy god. Baal, a little bit too biblical for my taste, and it's Baldur's Gate anyway, so you don't want to literally worship Baal as the Baal spawn, otherwise you'd be a really messed up individual. So, Moradin, obviously great if you're a dwarf. Corellin, Rephian, very elven. Dal Glittergold, gnomish, lovely. Yondala, goddess of hobbits, cool. Lolth, bit extreme for my taste. Laduga, I don't remember, oh, Durgar, right. Oh yeah, and apparently we've all been pronouncing Durgar wrong for years. Etymologically, actually, in the areas where the name word is still used, it's pronounced Duergar, which is interesting because Vlakiv, undead, no. Illustrate. Now this is what got my imagination kicking, right? Illustrate is the goddess of good aligned drow, beauty, song, and freedom. She's chaotic good, and she's like, I want to free the drow people from the tyranny of Lolth. And I thought, actually, as a half-elf, that might be a really nice way to go. And I thought, life domain, we've got subclasses here, life domain, light domain, trickery domain. And I thought, you know what? The light of the moon shining onto the darkness of Lolth and revealing it for the wickedness that it is, and giving hope, you know, the light of hope, leading drow to the good side. Because why not be, like, creative, right? And I thought, yeah, I can really go with that. And I thought, if I am going with this sort of illustrator worshipping half-elf cleric, I could go half-drow, but that would be too easy. How about go like a high elf, because the high elves are like the ones who exiled the drow in the first place. And she's like, no, I want to be into forgiveness and say, hey, you messed up pint of Guinness people. Pint of Guinness, you know. White on top, black from the hairline down. Pint of Guinness, right? It's fairly easy to get to grips with, yeah? So yeah, I went light domain, not Lolf. Obviously the change to drow did that. So stick with Illithid. And I messed around with appearance for a bit, and I had a look at all the options and went, hey, I like some of these. There's different head options. Some of them are very skinny, some of them are not. Some have ridiculous sticking out sideways donkey rabbit manga ears, which you just want to grab and snap off and yell at them, stop being stupid, because it looks really offensively bad. That one's a bit too skinny, so I went with this one. And I went, you know what? Skin colour, I mean, it's currently this one. We can go maybe a little darker. I don't know. I think I left it about as it was. And then for eyes, I'm pretty sure I went with one of these, or something very brown. I might have just stuck with brown. Okay, ooh, that's quite a dark brown. Can we get a bit of a lighter? Yeah, that's nice. I'm probably diverging already. And then I looked at all these lovely fine hairstyles. Some of them a bit weirder than others. And I really quite liked this one. I thought, hey, you know what, this suits her face. The colour's not quite right. And I believe I went for that hair colour there. And bizarrely, she can have a beard. Just like in Dark Souls 3, bearded ladies can be a thing in this game, if you want. Maybe she's just really jealous of her brother's beard and wants to have one of her own. It does look like stuck on bits of sheep's fleece or something. And I thought, can we get a little pointy goatee beard without a moustache? And I had a little fiddle, and this is about as close as it came, and it didn't quite sit right. So I decided, no, she does not get to be the bearded lady. If I do choose to make one at a later point, so be it. And then, oh look, there's a tattoo option. So I went, yeah, let's have some fun with that. Let's play around with these. And I found, after the broken sword, this one. This sort of rose and thorns tattoo. And I fiddled around with colour options, see what I liked. And I went with that. And I went, is there a rose goddess? A red rose? And that would probably be Saloon. But I thought, actually, if we just have it there as like a characterful thing that she quite likes, and then maybe she got it when she was younger before she got more into religion, you know, it gives her a bit of character, right? And then for makeup, I'm pretty sure I chose something. I went, hey, what's this? Oh yeah, that was it. I went with this one, and I went, can I make it a bit sort of there, that was it. You know, a bit closer to her skin tone. And there we go, Jarriah Vell. And we have skills. Apparently I get to choose some. History, good for a religious character. Religion and insight seem to be predetermined. Persuasion would be nice. I don't know if I could pick it up later, but I don't believe I did. And apparently all of these are just a big no-no. It's my understanding that in 5th edition, this skill proficiency thing is basically 3rd edition power gaming taken to the max, or same with Pathfinder, where you'd get those horrible players who dump all of their skill points into one skill, or as few skills as possible and max them out completely, which is okay, but then they'd attempt to justify using only those skills in any given situation and avoid using any of the others whenever they could, which is not so okay. In fact, it's kind of nasty. Pisses people off a bit. And then we have some attributes here, the usual strength, intelligence, dexterity, wisdom, constitution and charisma. And I thought, you know what, that 14's a little high. And let's put some points into dexterity. And then I think I wanted a bit of intelligence as well. I think what I did was knock this down to a 10, put that up to a 12, and then for my last point I put it in Constitution. And then I saw these two buttons up here and thought, oh, what happens if I click one of these? So I did. Okay, that gives me a nice, you know, let's move me back to skills, abilities. I thought, what does it do if I go a bit further?
Tell me, who do you dream of at night?
Who do you dream of? Who attracts you? So at this point, I appear to be creating a second character. And I could go for drow, evil, fiendish, tiefling, demonic thing, human. And again, woman is selected. And I could go with man, you know, and be like, hey, you know, real manly dwarven hero. But I thought, you know what? It started on a drow woman and wolf-sworn drow. Well, what's this button here to the side? Seldarine drow. Well, the Seldarine drow, of course, are the ones who worship Eilistrae and Corel and Lerethian. They are the ones who are turning to the good side. And I thought, okay, I can go with this, right? And drow society is very matriarchal. And I thought, this doesn't have to be sexual, right? I mean, this could very well be romance indicated. This could end up being an NPC who joins the party, like an extra party member. However, it could be like a kind of spirit guide, or, you know, a creature who appears in dreams and visions and guides us. And if so, that is interesting. So I thought, okay, let's stick with this. We don't get to name this individual, and we can give her a different
tidy
voice.
slot, but no rune.
The stone's less worn here.
Interestingly, she can have a male voice or
Something
a female
just woke
voice.
up down here.
And we can literally create a character who has the wrong voice for wrong gender. Don't ask me why. It's very, well, you know how things are at the moment. And I looked at these options and went, I think I kind of left it on a free, to be honest. And I left the skin as it was. Same for the eyes. For the hair, I kind of messed it around a bit and I went with this colour to get that true, authentic pint of Guinness look. However, I went and fiddled through all the options and I thought, what would appeal to a half-elf who's all about bringing freedom to the drow? You know, they're like a strict matriarchal society, so nothing like a bun or like all pinned up and very elegant looking. Something more sort of free. And I thought, you know what, this could kind of do it, right? Like a kind of tomboyish drow avatar of I give you visions and dreams. And I thought, oh, crashed, okay. So, crashes notwithstanding, I actually decided that, like, for a freedom-loving Eilistrae worshipper, you know, this kind of funky dreadlocks with close-cropped sides look was actually pretty reasonable. And I also liked the idea of giving her the same rose tattoo that her protege in the other world has, right? It just felt like, you know, maybe if she saw it on this creature in a vision and decided to emulate it in her own life, and this could be part of what initially drove her to her religious experience. And I gave her a little bit of eye makeup, not much, and said, yeah, you know what, that's good enough. Let's press on. Now that we've found out who is in pod number 1, and hopefully it won't crash again, let's find out what happens next. And there he is, the evil mindflayer, turning away his wicked work done. And of course we have the tadpole pool there in the middle. Now this isn't a Undercity because it doesn't have a great elder brain in the pool. But wait, what's this? Aha! Open wide! This is some Spelljammer level nonsense right here. A great big flying squid Nautiloid ship going over a town, the tentacles casting an ominous shadow, and this guard is about to have the worst day of his entire life. Yeah, that's right, he just drops his weapon and runs, but look at the training as he heads up the stairs towards the bell to ring it to warn the town, even though we've already heard another town bell ringing. And there the great tentacle crushes and the tower collapses. If he's really lucky, he will die instantly. But these people, they're being disintegrated and reintegrated into pod shells. Clearly some kind of capture technique. Don't worry, I've seen this before. Most of you already have. Look at it, evil, and there's one of the dead mind flayers. Clearly, they are being replaced because tadpoles have been inserted into prisoners to create new mind flayers. And here come the Githyanki or Jarriah riding red dragons. Yeah, forget Pern and all that Anne McCaffrey stuff. It's not quite Dragonlance level, but this is mid-air brutal combat. Ripping the tentacles off the side of the ship. Bam! Take that, scum! I like the way he was clutching his shoulder as well, as if he felt the injury as he directed the tentacle to attack. And what a save! It is at this point that we discover the outer shell of the Nautiloid is really, really fragile, like a balloon. And the flames just gush down there, a great gout whooshing. And here we connect the things, and is that Dimension Door? Looks like Dimension Door to me, although it could be a teleport. But guess what? The Githyanki are like, hey bro, we can do it too! Portal time! And they go down into the grim canyon with ice and snow chasing the Nautiloid, which careens into the side there, causing a cave-in which clonks into one of the dragons and completely knocks him flying. However, the side is now open, there's a breach in the wall, and one of those dragons is flying straight towards it. Oh, his blood is up, and as he looks in, he sees the Githyanki there, struggling desperately to be free. And the mind flayer's like, bloody hell, there's a cliff up ahead. Better warp on out of here. And the dragon's like, burned your babies. But where's the third dragon? Did he get knocked off when he was struck by all that rock? Or is he still clinging to the side of the ship? Now this is new. She's free! At last! She looks up, she sees us, I think. She's regaining her composure and her senses. And here we see mountains, clouds going by, we're flying past. But this is some kind of hellish landscape. The three pillars, is that like the Diablo 3 logo? Fire streaking down. The pillars are firing off bolts of energy and imps. Lots and lots of imps or quasits. This is bad news. This is some kind of hell or the abyss. I'm not entirely sure which. And here we are. This is actually the point where I saved the game and stopped.
My head.
And then I created a few more characters to experience the character creation system and try out a few different ideas. But I always stopped at this point. I did rotate the camera a little bit and point the mouse over a few things, but here we are. This is all brand new. We have buttons along the top here. N for character sheet. I don't know why it's not C for character sheet. I'm aware that Larian are Belgian. I'm not sure. So Belgians speak French. I'm not sure what the French for character sheet would be, although my Swedish friend Jonne frequently refers to character sheets as character papers. So in French it would probably be something like parchement de caractère or something, you know. Character sheet, equipment, inventory, which are apparently different. Character panels. So I presume it's like one for each party member. Journal, map, menu, short rest, fast travel. Well, fast travel is evil and cheating, we know that for a fact. We have a mind flare pod here, a mindflayer, looks very dead, mercifully, and some more pods. We can't see the Githyanki girl. She's got to be around here somewhere. We can't move the camera around, it's fixed to the character. And this looks horrible. I imagine this is like a looping background as we're flying across here, but let's try and get out of this horrible situation and escape.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Yeah, is there anyone else we can break out and rescue? I think it's a shame there's not an option to play the mindflayer, the Githyanki girl as a preset, but I feel she's a party member.
Someone else got out.
Yes, they did, and what about this one? Did someone else get out too? Autosave successful. Well, okay then.
Might be other survivors.
Yeah, we need to find them. Also, this... Let's talk for a minute. So, the mindflayer soromorphosis process is supposed to take a week, after which point we will no longer be a player character. In fact, it's more likely to be just like 6 hours before the tadpole is completely in control. Obviously something unusual has happened, like a bunch of red dragons attacking the Nautiloid, and we appear to have some kind of freedom, and obviously we want to change this situation, you know, fix it, and get back to being a normal, messed up half-elf worshipper of Illithid who wants to make all the drow nice people. You know, clearly we believe the drow are not evil, they're simply misunderstood. No, they're blatantly evil, but she wants to make them better people. Also, we cannot rotate this character mode here. It's worth checking. So, character sheet, we seem to have the inventory, a bit of information here. And I did neglect to click the folk hero background in the previous portion of this video, but I fixed that when the game crashed. So, hi half-elf, half-elf, these are all tags. So I presume these are going to be very similar to the Divinity Original Sin tags, which will then come into play over the course of the game. We have Cleric of Illithid, native of Baldur's Gate. Right. We do appear to have spells and spell slots. Some spells appear to be selected, others not so much. I presume that there will be tutorials to help me through some of this. So yeah, first off, before going any further, I would like to address a couple of major elephants in the room. The first one being that Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access is a little bit on the pricey side. In fact, it's £50, which is quite a lot for an early access title. However, I was prepared for the game to cost a lot, because Larian are good people, generally. They're kind of like GOG, in that you can expect them to do well by the player. However, Baldur's Gate is a absolutely massive franchise name, and it's owned by Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, who are greedy when it comes to pricing. So, and given that it's a big name and they could afford to charge extra for that alone, I was expecting this to be easily £30 to £40, right? Yeah, most computer games are like 25 to 30 quid. I was thinking 30 to 40 plus a little bit if they go really greedy, and 50 is kind of greedy. And on the forums, there's lots of people complaining about the price and going, "Oh, it's the price of a full game," and I'm like, how much do you pay for your games when they come out? And then I had to remember, oh yeah, console players. Console players have to pay more for their games than PC players do. Why? Because console developers charge them more. No, that's literally it. They just charge them more. So yeah, the price of the game is a bit of an issue. I was anticipating 30 to 40 quid, possibly going as high as about 80 or 100 if they were getting ridiculously greedy. 50, I can handle that, right? That's just about within my price range, and also it's Baldur's Gate. There was no way I was going to turn it down and wait for ages. So yeah. The second elephant in the room is it's 5th edition. I have very little experience with 5th edition. The 2 or 3 times I've attempted to play 5th edition, we basically did character creation and not very much else. Also, where the hell is alignment? What's going on here? There's something odd. I imagine that either it will be introduced a little while after character creation, or that Larian are doing it in their own special way, which will be lots of extra fun. Oh yeah, so the other element in the room is the fact that everyone's going to say this looks like Divinity Original Sin 2. Well, it's the same developers, and it is quite similar, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That was a very enjoyable game, and I'm hoping that I'll get to enjoy this early access period as well, and try to rescue people. You, mindflayer, I want to make sure you're dead. Can I piss on your head? We called them squid heads a lot in 2nd edition. We actually had this great adventure where a couple of fighters went and bought lead helmets to protect from some psychic powers. Not lead-lined helmets, complete lead bucket helmets with eye slits in. And hilariously, once they donned these helmets, they actually passed every single save against mindflayer psychic powers for the rest of the adventure. So they kept the lead helmets for future encounters, just in case they ran into mind flayers again. It was brilliant. Great stuff. Okay, a spiked bulb, which can be thrown. A sticky sap-like substance trickles down the spikes of this bulb. So I imagine it would burst and go spludgy everywhere, and then people would get their foot stuck in it. It'd be horrid. A potion of speed. Gain haste for 3 turns. Oh god, that's a really short duration. That's very Disney blink and you'll miss it magic effects, isn't it? Well, okay, I'll take both of those because they might come in really useful.
Good.
Yeah, stay dead, please. Is there anyone here I can rescue?
Wonder who was inside.
That's a lot of empty pods. There could be mind flayers around who got out of one of those. And this, I hope, has been completely fried.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Okay, so this investigate option is a skill. +1 from intelligence. Well, it's better than just sticking my hand in. Also, after I put that tattoo on the side of her neck, I was like, wait for the camera to be on this side of her face in every single cutscene so I don't even get to see it. Oh, that's not ideal. Do I get to click it? I do get to click it. Awesome. Well, that's not great, is it? So wait, that's what it originally showed, so was there any point clicking, apart from to acknowledge it, or was it just luck? Oh well, investigation check failed.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Well, she looks quite worried. Right. If I reach in there and pull out a mind flare tadpole, it's not a serious risk to me unless it gets inside my head. That being said, there's very little. There's no record of someone having 2 mind flare tadpoles and them competing at the same time, and the tadpoles do eat each other. They literally are cannibalistic. That's their diet, right? And the biggest and strongest tadpoles survive, and if they're lucky, they eventually get stuck in someone's head or gobbled up by an elder brain. Maybe if we stick a second tadpole on our head that fights the first one and conflicts, I don't think it'll save us and confuse us. But we do seem to be in full control of our faculties at the moment. But if we pull out one that's dead and just like let it die and carry it around with us and don't stick it anywhere else, then we could like show it to a wizard or a powerful sage and say, look, this is the thing that's inside me. Can we study this and find some kind of countermeasure? You know, because I don't want to turn into one of these things. So let's stick a hand in there like a brave nut job who's just crawled out of a pod shell thing.
Its casing crumbles beneath your hands, sloshing volatile brine as it collapses.
Yes. Add to the destruction. What? We fell over. Okay. Can't reach. Can I do anything? Can I interact with it again? Well, that's fire now. I don't think I can interact with it at this point. Alright, I'd better head through the blatantly illuminated pathway. How nice of the mind flayers to set up this light signal to show us which way to go in an emergency. You could almost call it an emergency exit. So here we had that tunnel leading up with the dead mind flayer on the side. Yeah, let's... Slurpy sound. Well, okay then. And the whole thing is organic, by which I don't mean it's certified chemical and GMO free, I mean it's actual organs. The ship is alive and revolting. And we are now sealed in this chamber. We're trying to escape. Who's that? We are trapped? Oh, that's not a good sound. That sounds like an actual...
Devilkin, am I in the house?
Help us.
That's a bad sound. Okay, so nothing here to take. What about here? Is the voice coming from here? I don't believe it is. I believe it's coming from over there where it says Myrna. That sounds like devils trying to get me to release them and do nasty, horrible things. And potion of healing. Well, sure, we'll take that. I think I've searched this one already. If it's a trap, it's a trap. And what is this? A mucoid shell in loads of tentacles and a big chair. Can I sit on the chair? A viscous chair? I can sit on a viscous chair. Oh, this is going to be so much fun in multiplayer if we can get that working. What is that? Okay, there's more. Sodalite shell. I hope it's nothing to do with sodomy. Oh yeah, brain jar. I hope I... Odd, yes. Let's just leave it at odd and not... Oh, hello, what's this? A hollow shell. Oh, that's like the shells, the sticky shells. Yeah. Yeah, what's this? Illithid
Images
record.
of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
But illithids don't implant goblins because they don't have long enough limbs to suit their sense of racial superiority.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
I can sit on the chair though, that's fun. Right. Neural apparatus. Okay. Let's go fiddle with that, because that can't end badly, can it?
We are trapped.
Oh! Will it allow me to... Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to explore more down there. That will probably take me back down again. This is probably strange again.
Help us.
You know, we do like helping people and freeing people. We should try and do this. Under operation? That sounds really bad. Let's try to save him if we can. He seems to have stopped gurgling. Oh wait, there we go. Signs of life. Oh yeah, now that's the kind of thing we're used to seeing with mind flayers, prisoners.
This place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Well, who am I talking to? A man or a brain? Obviously I'm talking to the brain. And if we're really unlucky, it'll be that brain thing with the 4 legs, the what's it, assassin? She's now like angrily looking at the camera instead of down at the brain. So this is obvious. I'm talking to the brain. But she doesn't know. She's just a naive young sort of peasant girl from, you know, lower class from the city of Baldur's Gate. To her this is completely weird, so she would totally ask this question.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
Oh god. it actually is a mind
You
flare.
realize you're talking to an intellect devourer.
Yeah.
A minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Intellect Devourer is what I was thinking of. So they grew an intellect devourer inside his head, from his brain. You sound afraid. Why are you afraid? Look at her angry running mascara. She's like, you bitch monster, I should totally crush you with my mace.
The enemy. So many enemies.
So, should I destroy the brain? If I free it, it's likely to not act in my best interest. So, yeah, this is beyond saving. If I destroy it, that hardly... No, but I'm freeing the man and letting him go on to a kind of afterlife. Okay, I've justified this to myself now. Oh, this is going to be revolting, isn't it? Oh, no. Ugh, lady, at least wipe your hands on your trousers. Blood douses unprotected flames, can be frozen. Of course, we've got environmental interactions here. Very Dragon Age. Very Divinity. Original Sin. Or Original Sin 2. Tentacle Aquarium.
Brains. Brains.
Cartilaginous chest. That's very Skyrim, isn't it? With the what's it? Snow elves. Okay, a caustic bulb and a spiked ball. Well, I'll take those. And now that he's not asking to be freed from his skull prison, I should ransack this chest before heading back down. Ooh, is that money? I think that was money. Actual coins. Is there one over here? There's probably a key to highlight all visible things on screen, but I'm good. Oh, that shaking is ominous. Let's see if I can get back downstairs. Yes, I can. And I'm glad I didn't have to wire that thing up to my head to connect it. I presume this one calls it back down if it's up there. Again, very good for multiplayer. And I imagine there will be lots of multiplayer fun to be had here. That looks like where she was looking out, so maybe the other woman got out over there. Is there something over here? Dark Mind. Viscous chair that's fallen over. Can I sit on a fallen over chair? Can't use. It was worth a try. And how... Ooh. More manuscripts. So the illithid? Yes, it's in 4 rows. They read it with their tentacles. It's kind of like a curious version of Ogham.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Oh, would that be the first Githyanki warrior who taught his people how to rebel against the mind flayers?
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Okay, and what about this?
A brain in a jar.
Oh, is that all? We don't get to actually do anything funky with it? Okay then. Use jump to reach. I just want to walk. Where would I be jumping to? There is a jump button. Okay, and just jump over here. Fine. I'm sure that would be more useful in an actual fight. But let's go out here and try and save the one who already escaped. She may need our help if she's still out. Okay, that's really bad. There's that dragon. Oh god, did she ride away on it? Oh, now they really want us to jump. Well, okay then. Ugh. We're heading towards the front of the vessel. That simply cannot be safe. Are we going to have to go up on the outside, or do we get to stay inside? I think inside would be preferable, as we're oh, hello, who are you?
Abomination. This is your end.
She's a ventriloquist.
And your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Imps block the path forward. You will assist me in destroying them. We must reach the helm before we transform.
Well, we got about 6 hours. I bet she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to the thing inside my head when she was like, "You evil monster, I will destroy you." But Oya's just a simple peasant girl from Baldur's Gate, which is a flippin' city. But Oya's a peasant all the same, maybe from outskirts and stuff. And stupid people walk around saying, "I serve the flaming fist," really loudly, and I don't quite understand it. What do you mean about this transforming thing?
We carry mindflayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mindflayers.
And actually for her, that's the most horrible thing she could ever imagine. The Githyanki hate the mind flayers. There must be, we're turning into mind flayers. And how do you speak without moving your lips like that? It's almost as if she's using psychic mind flayer powers already. We're turning into mind flayers? There must be something we can do.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Oh, agreed. Absolutely. 100%. Who are you again?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival. And you mine, though it pains me to say it.
Alright. I'm not going to ask if the helm is the only way out of here. She knows better than I do. You know, these are her mortal enemies. She knows her way around their ships. I'll trust her. But using that power of faith, right there. Oh, look at her hair blowing in the wind and rippling. It's beautiful. Onwards then. Together.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Control?
We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Yep, I can agree with that completely. And now we have a second party member who looks a bit like a goblin, to be honest. Will you follow? Yes, you will. Okay, awesome. Double click to... yeah, okay. Well, let's go commence battle! The enemy is surprised! I'm going to totally go through this combat tutorial because I am not that familiar with 5th edition. Combat happens in turns. Each turn you can do one action and one bonus action. You can also move, so moving is not an action therefore. A roll of the die decides turn order. This is called initiative and is influenced by your dexterity. Actions! Your available actions are highlighted. We have a swinging sword and a arrow to the ankle. Not a Skyrim reference at all, obviously. Bonus actions. Bonus actions are actions you can perform on top of your normal actions. Presumably these ones highlighted down here. The movement bar shows how much distance you can cover during your turn. So that's literally a how far we've moved and how much more we've got. Can I move the camera? I want to find where our enemies are and kick them. I can move the camera. Awesome. Our foes all appear to be inside and up ahead. Here's one. Wounded imp. That is the... not the wounded imp. Where's the wounded one? Come, villainy. Imp. Imp. I see lots of imps. I do not see as many wounded imps. So, what actions do we have? We have Cleave. Swing your weapon into a large arc to attack multiple enemies at once. Sure. Pin down. Range attack. I'm not sure she has a ranged weapon at the moment. Nope, she doesn't. Okay. Jump, dip, shove, hide. So I could move up to like here. And then jump. If only I could find where that... Okay, so I can't... Find these wounded imps and finish them off. Okay. Well, how about I just settle with moving up to here? That's good. So we have Enthralled Student, which should be right around here. Unless up on the outer shell. I think we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. We can't... Oh, so speed is used for the jump. Okay. Throw. Dash. Sure, I will dash. On self. Sure. And then I will go, aha! And run up there, ready to hold them all in place. Out of actions, so there's some kind of end turn button. I will find it. I did. Alright, so we want to close and not dash. For we have options available to ourselves. Is there a... I'll look after the episode to see what the keys would be to highlight things. Minor illusion. Sure. If I can drop this, like, up... well, just over there. It's literally a target dummy. Okay. Oh, hello. You monsters are not quite ready yet. Well, let's just move on up here. And go for an attack. Well, that was less than ideal, wasn't it? Can I see the dice rolls on that? Would this be it? Okay. Is there a lock to bottom? I do not see a dice roll there, so I'm just going to presume there's going to be a way to see that later on. Oh, are you completely ignoring my illusion? Ow! Okay, well that's not good. I appear to be injured. I also appear to have something here that will help me. Oh yes, I see the healing potions, don't worry, I'm just popping out things. Resistance, guidance, sacred flame, burning hands. I would totally like to drink a healing potion then. That's great. That doesn't seem to have used an item. Also, spell slot. wouldn't mind casting a spell. This is not ideal. Oh, great. Create water. Makes total sense. I'm sure the imps like fire anyway. Okay, that's good, and I should move to about here. Yeah, go on. Over there. That's good. Maybe give some kind of little ganging up bonus here. Alright, lady. You've earned this healing potion. Now, could you try, like, hitting really hard? That'd be great. Oh, horrible. No information there. I presume there will be a way to get that, and I just need to look into it. Okay, that is tragic, but it is what it is. It's okay. I mean, we want to... Oh, hello. I like this idea. How about we totally smash you with a big blunt weapon of doom? Yeah, that'd be great. Can we do that? Oh god, was I attacking the ground underneath it those other times? Recharge once per short rest. Oh god, how many of those do I have? So on the damage I get to see the dice roll. That's interesting. So I can't then gauge enemy defenses by a miss. Awesome. So, I'm liking this idea, right? Whereby she could jump up to here and say, hey you lot, I want to stand like here and use a cleave. But that'll do. Yeah. Oh, you beauty. Girl, I'll take back everything I said about the ugly, thin, wedgy goblin face. You're a beauty, you're a keeper. I should check if I can hotkey some of these. Just try and smack it. And you know what? Let's be funky and end our turn here. And then say, hey, so about this jumping thing, right? No? I'll just like move to the edge here then, and then jump down to like here, and then be like, hey, this is a sword, get acquainted.
You prove surprisingly adequate in battle.
Well,
Now, to the helm.
that's one way of putting it, but shouldn't we check up on this guy up here first? Also, like, they might have stuff we can use to keep us alive. Some gold. Interesting coin shapes. Oh, wow. That just plummeted down there. I think I was, like, burned to a crisp of a dragon. Oh, speaking of dragons. Come on, where's the guy here who we could have... Oh, well. I'm sure I'll find it later with another character. So. Ooh, purpley things. Nautiloid tanks. I can take these? They're like the size of me! How do I pick these things up? Ah, another dead mindflayer. Good, stay dead. With a skull. That... The top of his skull is cracked with a lattice of shadow fractures. That is not a mindflayer skull. That is the skull of something that hasn't turned into a mindflayer yet. Void bulb. Creates a force that pulls in all nearby unfixed items. Some poisoned mindflayer. Yeah, it's also on fire, but it's got a healing potion. Now, wasn't there a like imp, burned up imp that plummeted to the deck here? Well, look, we should head towards the helm, front end of the ship. Restoration. We can do that? Okay.
Better.
That is very odd. I must agree. There are things moving up ahead. I sense danger. So let's go. Yes, the dragon is still here. It was still on the side of the ship when it gated in here. Dear dragon, could you please give us a lift home to somewhere safe and not this evil hellhole? That'd be really nice right now. Oh, those are very Might and Magic 6 dragon animation legs. And whoa! I'm glad we weren't on that bit. And we just fainted, apparently. But we're fine. Damn, beast, who said that? Oh, hello, who are you? Can we save you? Enthralled Baker? Probably not. We should probably be going into combat mode in a moment. Aha! You! Hey! Yeah, that's right. Get attacked. I just want to run up here and belt him one. That's not going to end well, is it? Huh. Oh yeah. Yeah, you'd better run. There's like a lady with a two-handed sword with your name on it. We get another turn? Okay, let's... Fairy Fire. Take it. Light him up. Pierced Full. Probably lots of holes in him, lacerations, emerald rings, sure, we'll take those. And end our turn. Okay, girl, you know what to do. Not enough movement. Well, guess what? Oh! Well, I hope you can reach. Oh, of course, cleave. Okay, it's still alive. Interesting after effect there, but probably shouldn't be looking quite like that. Can we just like move it? Yeah, we'll have him. You! Get missed, apparently. But that's okay, there's more. More where that came from. Right through the flames! She knows no fear, but she knows pain. We'll fix it later if we can. So I'm seeing this as a set. Could you please, like, not be on fire? God, woman. And drink a healing potion while you're at it. We don't have very many of those. Right, let's pick up these because we're seeing so many teeth. Oh god, they're firing? Can we, like, go? No, apparently we can't. We are encumbered. Yeah, because these things are heavy. Okay, we'll... Oh! Well, let's just do something really sensible then. She's got big muscles and a big sword. She can probably carry loads of this stuff. Let's give them a mucoid shell as well, because why not? And a long sword. Yeah. Maybe get her a shield or something later on. Make her a bit less suicidal. Right, can we move now? We can. Awesome. Look up. What is that? Oh god, it's the brain things.
Oh, lend a hand, won't you, love? There's a rat in the kitchen. 10 red rats. And they're flying and they're clawing.
The mind flayers have already enthralled him. Leave him, or we will share his fate.
But there's a rat in my kitchen. What am I going to do? Oh, 1990s songs. Alright, you. Okay. New plan. It's called... Oh, we're out of spells? We are not dunking water over there. Alright. Oh, could you just, like, not burn your... Oh my god, we're all... Okay, you. We are out. Okay. let's be stupid. If we run all the way back down here... No, down here, this way, to the restoration pod thing, because it might still work, right? It might work again a second time. It did! How generous! But for mind flayers to have this, a dead fraud. Well, does he have anything? Yeah, I can hold some money, sure. Who are you in, fraud farmer?
Bull got me. Got me. Got me. Right in the gut. Tell the Bates I'll be alright.
If we ever meet them, absolutely. But I'm afraid your fate will be ours if we are not cautious. So, are we looking up here for the... Oh, that is all lit up. That's probably where we want to go. Can we get inside here? Yeah, absolutely. But hey, there's things here we should go deal with, like you. Can we free you? There's like an evil brain thing.
To the helm. You are needed
To survive.
Oh shit, the mind flayers want us to get out of here and survive. Because we've got mind flare babies inside our heads. But you do not get to survive.
It's corrupted. It endangers us.
Yes, we are the enemy. Oh no, not the peasants as well. Oh, we are screwed. Well, let us leap to here and go, aha! Nice. Oh yeah, we still have a move action. Let's totally like walk over here and go, hi, little brain thing. You're gonna die. Helping down characters. A player character is down. Use help to get them back up. Well, okay. Can I just like kill this thing first? Yes. And then help. Help. No, no, no. It's like one of these. No, I can't find it. There's... I literally want to help. How do I help? You are dead, apparently. Well, we do have this nice, lovely single scroll. Invalid target. Well, I mean, okay. Sure, well, let's not do that then. Can we help you somehow? Huh. There must be a way to do this. If we do the most stupid, obvious thing, alright, and run back down to the healing pod, oh, that's not the farmer's voice, and go, quick, healing! Yes, it worked! Against all the odds. And she should be coming to join us now. Oh, these things are alive. Yes, destroy it. Oh god, they've probably got their own brains. Really? I mean, it's like, it's not going anywhere. This one took damage, though. Okay, I don't think we can fight them. I should lead with Zell, because she can carry more stuff and I'll pick it up with her. Also, she can look at things and say, there cannot be twin skies, over and over again.
I'm a bit peaked, Mum. I think I'll go to bed early.
Oh, mate, he's Scottish. We got one northern, one Scottish. Okay. Sorry, Scottish. Oh man, I'm gonna have to end this soon because the file size is gonna be immense. Just Go! Follow the yellow pulsing lights. There's nothing bad ever happened from doing that. Yeah, get out of the way. This is a sword. It cuts through evil red flesh. There will be a way out of here. I'm not exactly sure what or how. I'm loving this intro. It's not far off what I expected. And oh, bugger. Because it needs a mind flayer brain to fly this thing, doesn't it?
Back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. That's why I'm going to just, like, look at these things, and there's a restoration pod there, which is good. Getting the spell slots back as well, that's useful. Right. I think that would be a good idea. Hello, who are you?
You! Get me out of this taxi! We have no time for stragglers.
Lady, don't be so cruel. She seems pretty cogent. There's magic at work here, but what kind? Watch me fail a dice roll. Huh. Oh, bugger. Okay, no idea.
Magic's configuration is like nothing you know. Nausea climbs up your throat the longer you try to discern its nature.
Alright, let's see if there's like a handle or a latch or
Construction
something.
is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Look, the pod's stuck fast. I can't free you. I don't know what to do.
Wait! That can't be. There has to be another way. Please! It cannot be helped. Come!
Alright, it's got to be the control panel. Or is it something else? Okay, lights are over there leading it away in two ways. What's this? Elaborate reliquary. Well, of course, let's go look at that instead of actually doing what we're supposed to do.
Needs a key.
Yeah. I wonder if she's got the key. Oh, that'd be a nice reward for letting her out. Right, so we'd better look at these things then.
Can't read this script.
Oh, man.
Annihilate. Unleash.
Sure.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Did we open it? Did we get her out? Doesn't look like it.
They will not die here. I cannot.
Okay. So annihilate would be to kill them. But the middle one, we weren't able to read that. Let's find out. Oh no.
Stop.
Okay, Lazel, you're gonna like this part. You get to put down your age-old foe. Oh, and keep on moving? Sure! Second wind. Oh, that's good. Not that she needs it just yet. Okay, can I just press another one? Not a good idea. But we got a healing thing right next to us, so we can at least do that. His turn is next. We could try distract him with an illusion again. Yeah. Didn't work. We tried. Okay. That'll do him. There must be a way to get her out of here. Let's try push again now. Okay, that's annoying. Look, the red fire like magic going around it is... There's got to be a way.
I will not die here. I cannot.
Lady, do you have any idea how we're supposed to open that thing? Because that would be really helpful. You know... Oh, the annihilate button cannot be good. Right? That cannot be something we're supposed to press, but it appears to be our only remaining option. Why would we press that? Oh, hello. Can we just try the really obvious and hit it? Okay, well, it's worth a try. I just don't know. And looking at the clock, this is probably a good time to end the episode here. Right, well, I'll certainly be picking this up again soon. However, I do need to be up early tomorrow morning, so I can't stay up too late playing this game, which is a lot of fun. And it's hitting all the right nostalgia buttons, and there's no Imoen for once, which is brilliant. Right. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I do certainly look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone.